What's up, Guff Gang? Joey Marino here from Grown Up Fantasy Football, here to do what no one else dares to do, and that is rank the top kickers for Week 15. I'm giving you my top 12 kickers for the week, and yeah, we're going to see what happens here. But hey, before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe. We're releasing our rankings for all positions during Week 15 and going to be Week 16 and Week 17 if you have the championship in Week 17. And come playoffs in the NFL, we'll be doing some playoff pick'em strategies. So be sure to follow us in the offseason as well for in-depth analysis on the past season and looking forward to 2021. So be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at GrownUpFF to get all the grown-up fantasy football content that you can find. It's going to be great. So let's get into today's video. All right, so top 12 kickers. Starting off with number 12, we have Robbie Gould from San Francisco going up against Dallas, who ranks 22nd. This is a pretty good matchup, I guess, for a kicker. San Francisco should be able to move the ball pretty easily on Dallas. They're a pretty terrible run game. And hey, if San Francisco gets the run game going, there's lots of field goal opportunity to be had if they can't convert on that third down. So Robbie Gould's not a bad play this week. Number 11, we got Jason Myers from Seattle going up against Washington, who's ranked 17th against the kicker. This is an okay matchup. He's on a very high-powered offense. That's what you got to think about. And I think the game is either going to be Seattle just blows out Washington, or it's a really close game. Washington has a good defensive line. If they can hold Seattle on third downs closer to the red zone, then there's a chance for field goals for Jason Myers. So Jason Myers at 11. At number 10, we got Mason Crosby from Green Bay going up against Carolina, who ranks 24th against the kicker. This is a pretty good matchup. He's had tons of opportunity. He's got tons of opportunity against a weak defense. The Green Bay offense is on fire, and it could be a positive game script. If Green Bay gets ahead, starts running the ball more, you get more opportunities for field goals. He should have a ton of extra points coming up too, so Mason Crosby comes in at number 10. At number 9, we have Jason Sanders from Miami going up against New England, who ranks 16th. I don't know if it's a great matchup, honestly. Jason Sanders he has the leg and he has so much consistency, but Bill Belichick is known for shutting down these rookie quarterbacks. And if Tua can't get the ball downfield, then that doesn't bode well for your kicker. So I'd be a little weary about Jason Sanders, but I'd probably still play him if I got him. Number 8, we have Will Lutz from New Orleans going up against Kansas City, who ranks 7th against the kicker. I think this is a pretty good matchup. Kansas City's not a great defense. I think the Saints are going to move the ball, whether it's Drew Brees or Taysom Hill. It looks like it's going to be more Taysom Hill. And I think that kind of bodes well, because if Taysom can't punch it in on the goal line, then field goals are there for Will Lutz. He's a great kicker. He should be in your lineup if you got him. Number 7, we got Stephen Gostkowski from Tennessee going up against Detroit. Detroit's kind of reeling on defense. They've lost Matt Patricia, they've lost Jim Caldwell, they've lost all their management. They're kind of in decline right now. And Gostkowski is 7 for 8 in long-range field goals. So if there's a positive game script like I think it will be, where Derrick Henry just takes over the game, there could be a lot of field goal opportunities and should be a lot of extra point opportunities for Stephen Gostkowski. Number 6, we got Matt Gay from the Rams going up against the Jets, who ranked 31st against the kicker. This is a great matchup. Matt Gay had an injury before last week's game, but it looks like he's recovered. He should be fine. This is probably going to be a run-heavy game for the Rams, which could lead to more field goal opportunities, like I've been saying. If your team can't punch it in the red zone, then you've got a field goal opportunity for your kicker. So look for those kickers. Number 5, I have Harrison Butker from Kansas City going up against New Orleans, who ranks 19th. This is a good matchup. We already talked about Will Lutz's side. I think this game's going to be a shootout. And when you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, there's tons of opportunity for you to get down into the red zone and at least get an extra point out of it. There should be lots of opportunity because the Saints have been pretty bad in terms of in between the 20s, both 20s. But when they get inside the 20, they're a lot better. So I think Butker has a pretty good shot at getting some field goals this week. Number 4, you have Tyler Bass from Buffalo going up against Denver, who ranks dead last against the kicker. So after the beginning of the season, Tyler Bass was kind of struggling, but since then he's been super consistent. He missed his first PAT against Pittsburgh after a while. So I think Denver's a decent defense, which could stop the Bills from the red zone. But, opportunity is there. Tyler Bass has been pretty much automatic for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So if you've got him, throw him in your lineup. Number 3, we have Younghoe Koo from Atlanta going up against Tampa Bay, who ranks 6th against the kicker. I think this is a good matchup despite the ranking. He's been great all season. He's the number 1 kicker, and he has 7 field goals of 50-plus yards. So the offense is going to move the ball, I think, on Tampa. Younghoe Koo is going to be a Pro Bowler. He's terrific. Definitely play him. Coming in at number 2, we have Justin Tucker from Baltimore up against Jacksonville, who ranks 28th against the kicker. This is a great matchup. Justin Tucker is one of the best kickers in the league. He's got a great game script in line for him. If Lamar and Dobbins get the ball running all over Jacksonville, there should be plenty of opportunities for touchdowns. And eventually, if they take a big lead, then opportunity for field goals. So Justin Tucker should have a big day. And at number 1, we have Rodrigo Blankenship from the Colts going up against Houston, who ranks 14th against the kicker. Rodrigo has been reliable pretty much all season. He's had a couple of games where he squeaked out 3 or 4 points, but I see the Colts winning this game. I think there's a lot of opportunity in a very run-heavy game because Houston, they're a pretty bad defense. So there's a chance it's just all touchdowns and he gets just a ton of extra points where it's not as great. However, I think that he should have a few field goals in there, and plus he's automatic. He'll hit pretty much anything. So those are the top 12 kickers for Week 15. It was a pretty quick list, but if you missed them, go rewind and watch them again. But hey, feel free to leave a comment below on who you think is going to be the top kicker this week, or if you agree or if you disagree with my list, fight me. Just kidding, don't fight me. Be sure to like the video. We're putting out all kind of fantasy football content, rankings for all of the rest of these playoffs. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy this kind of content. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to grow up, and be sure to get guffed.